if it wasn't as convenient as a trademark being filed for Game Awards. The Game Awards have conveniently announced their nominees right when our show started. Convenient? Interesting. I don't know.
He's watching you.
Of course he is. You kidding me? With that said, hey, Jeff, great to see you. I look forward to creating a great alternative to your corporate dribble. With that said, let's check out their nominees for the game of the year, as well as several other categories. Now, I'm going to pop this up on the screen right now as we go along. Just a quick reminder that you guys can become voting members at therealgameawards.com using promo code SideScrollers right over there by Dan. I'm just going to keep that up there the entire time, Dan. So keep staring at that. But sorry, Dan. Womp womp. But here we go. This is I'm going to. Sorry, Dan. that didn't work as well as I hoped it would. But here they are. Here's the game of the year nominees.
Elden Ring doing in there?
DLC.
And I love Elden Ring, but that came out last year.
It's the DLC. It's for
Shadow of the.
So DLC is a game of the year now.
Yes, they've changed the rules so that DLC can now be considered a game of the year. But I want to point out that this is actually an updated tweet. So when they announced the nominees for game of the year, they called Black Myth Waking. And then everyone's... you can check the private chat. I trolled them. Basically, they realized their mistake after everyone was trolling them, and they changed the tweet to Black Myth Wukong.
Did you... in the...
Black Myth Waking!
Hold on. We gotta share this.
So it's a little trolling.
They misspelled
Where's Stellar Blade?
Yeah, Stellar Blade is not included on the game of the year.
So that's the newest version, but the old version, which I have a screenshot. Let me find it. Here. I can grab it for you because I don't think it's... Yeah, it's not going to show you. Okay, here's mine. Here's the original. Black Myth Waking.
Nice. There you go.
So I screen grabbed it, and I was like, shout out Waking.
Once again, these were totally written by a PR company, for sure.
So my thing is they probably did it with on a mobile device, and autocorrect changed Wukong to Waking, and they didn't realize it.
Best Action nominee, they have 5. And here's one of the things about our award show at the with the Real Game Awards is that we're not sticking to just 5. Like, we will have some categories will have 3, some categories will have 6, some categories will have 5. Some, it ultimately comes down to, like, our jury is you. So, if there's 6 nominees, there's 6 nominees.
Wait. Where's Where's Dragon's Dogma 2? Like, how is, like, I'm still blown away by that DLC getting put in there. Like, they're missing a lot of shit for Game of the Year. Dragon's Dogma 2 came out this year. I'm just going over their releases, and like, that was a huge game, and it got great reviews. So a lot of people like that game.
I will tell you this: I know for a fact that we're going to have 8 nominees for Game of the Year. I know for a fact we will.
Echoes of Wisdom, that's not even nominated. Yeah, that should have been Game of the Year too. That's a contender. That's a great game.
That's best action adventure nominees. So
yeah, but I'm saying that deserves to be a contender, at least nominated.
We did not get nominated for Content Creator of the Year, unfortunately.
I don't even know who those people are. Like, I know I live like under a rock, but who are these people?
Yeah, I've never heard of anyone.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of them.
Blabs, can you just do a little quick searching and see how many of them have pronouns in their bio?
Oh, boy.
All of them.
just a quick glance. Best RPG right there.
Wait, what does it? Go back up to the RPG one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, there's Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma 2, yeah.
Yep.
I don't have a problem with that
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
So this goes back to the idea of has
Echoes
the DLC.
of Wisdom should be in there over that.
Right. It has the DLC, which this is the disclaimer that they had about how DLC is considered like its own thing, right? And we've gone back and forth of that with our board, the idea of, like, should DLC be considered? No. Yeah, and that's the general consensus is, like, no, it shouldn't be, right? It's if you need something else to play it, then, like, if a game has already been released and you get DLC or an expansion for it, then the original thing is like the release date on it for sure. So, most anticipated game: Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, GTA 6, Ghost of Yotoi. So there you go. We got all those. Best independent game: They will definitely have more
What
categories.
was the multiplayer one? Go back.
Best multiplayer, Call of Duty, Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2, Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, Helldivers 2. So
Okay.
Just wanted to point out that all those content creators, none of them have pronouns, but I couldn't find one of them either. Just saying.
The best creators that you can't even find some of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
no, I couldn't
exclusive
find one
platform,
of them.
some exclusive Indian platform or Chinese.
Well, yeah,
or
one of
something
them was like Japanese, so I guess they went all over the place. But yeah, there was a couple of options, and I didn't know which one was who, so couldn't find them.
Well, I encourage you guys to head over to therealgameawards.com. And once again, the people voting, I cannot stress this enough. The big difference is 100% of our vote is built around our voting members. I don't have a vote in this thing. I'm not voting in this thing. Our board is not voting in this thing. Only you vote in this thing. There's no access media that is voting on this thing. We're not bringing in IGN. We're bringing in you. You are our journey. 100% of the vote is catered to you guys, not 10% like Jeff's award show. And I think that Jeff will change that moving ahead because I think he sees the blowback of that. And I think that will be a good move for him in the future. But I think that he's going to stand and realize how fucking stupid that is. The idea that only 10% of the vote is weighted by the gamer's choice. That's just insane to me. But look, like I said, head over there, use promo code Side Scrollers, get $5 off. People say, why do you need to pay? It doesn't make any sense. The reason you have to pay is, well, number one, put some skin in the game. Number two, to cut off corruption. Right? You don't want one dude creating 20 fake accounts and voting a million times on these awards. So it's like a membership to be a part of it. And we also don't want sponsors. Like, we don't want corporate sponsors. I had somebody go like, hey, why don't you just go get NVIDIA to be a sponsor? Because when you have a corporate sponsor, then you have corporate expectations, right?
Your mic keeps cutting out. Turn off your echo cancellation.
Yeah, I tried to tell you in private chat, so I didn't interrupt your speech.
Oh, thank you.
That's
If
what's
you have
killing
headphones, you should
Turn
have
that shit
everything off. Auto volume off,
Yeah.
echo
I
off,
turned it off.
everything off.
Am I back?
Now you're just super quiet.
And I'm
Yeah, usually it quiets you down, so you have to compensate.
Boost.
Yeah.
Boost me, Blabs.
Speak,
me.
boo boo.
All right,
Boost me, Blabs.
Well, so what I'm saying,
I've
though-
put you at maximum. You're on 200 and it's not doing anything.
All right, I'll pull myself up this way. Am I better now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
just a little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit more.
They say. A little more. They say. How's that? Am I blasting out the speakers now?
It sounds like the same.
No,
Okay.
do a little bit more and you'll be good.
Check. Here we are.
Hey, you
Check,
sound
check,
good.
check.
That's
okay,
fine.
Sounds good. All right. There you go. Thank you.
and the quality sounds much better.
Oh, good. That's excellent. Well, thank you for that.
Sound like an all-star radio host now.
Hey,
Yes.
all right, here we go. But I will say this. We're going to talk about this a little bit later on. But I made a couple purchases this weekend. I don't know if you guys saw this over on X, but there were a few things. And before I get to those purchases, this does tie into the Game Awards. I don't know if you guys saw, I ratioed the Game Awards this weekend or actually specifically Jeff, when he says, what's your prediction for the biggest snub in the nominations tomorrow? I just said the gamers. And we ratioed Jeff, which was very nice. So that's good. But you can also see down here, I made a couple domain purchases. The first one being thegameawardssuck.com, which you can go to right now if you'd like. I also purchased thegameawards.sucks, so you can go to that as well. But I have a proposition. I have a proposition for Jeff Keighley here. I bought these domains, and I would like to offer them to Jeff. I will offer them through a transaction of sorts. Number one, I would like to offer each domain for $250,000. Now, why $250,000? That is the amount that Jeff Keighley charges an indie dev to, or any sort of dev, to run a commercial or a trailer on his show. $250,000.
That's fucking insane. That's a lot of money.
Yes, that's insane. Or I will trade him each domain for one 60-second spot for the Real Game Awards during his show. So Jeff can own these domains, and all he needs to do is make a nice little trade. So just going to offer that up right now. So Jeff, if you're tuning in, reach out. If you want to own these domains, you absolutely can. Otherwise, everyone can go to thegameawardssucks.com or thegameawards.sucks.